And we're back. You are now playing with the Emperor. Just roll a spot hidden. Do it. Anyway, we're back, and catch up really quick as we are now at the old Corbett place we've heard so much about. Harrison's walking up to the old Corbett place as Stanley's catching up because he's done talking to Dooley. Dooley's carting his cart away from the premises because he doesn't want to be around when you guys go to a spooky old mansion. Alrighty. The brick building is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. That's the, corporate stuff that I mentioned. The house
did it hit the stream again? Sorry.
What? Yeah, we're up.
Oh.
Yeah. You missed all of that? No, I'm just kidding.
No, that was the only part I missed. Right.
The most important part, that we're live.
I'm rebel.
Okay, the brick building is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The office fronts in, what am I reading? The house fronts the street. In the rear are overgrown plantings and half-collapsed arbor. Access to the rear exists on either side of the residence. Studying the house, the observer is impressed by the way the house seems to withdraw into the shadows cast by the flanking buildings, and how the blank curtained windows hide all understanding of what lies within. Alrighty, so you are standing outside of a spooky house between two office buildings.
Well, are you ready, Stanley?
I mean, you want to go through the front? You want to go through the back? I hear there's. I mean, from my understanding, there might be two entrances. I don't know. Maybe we check the back first. What do you think?
Sure.
You didn't have to. You didn't have. Yeah, it's my house. That's right. I'm about to rent this place. I want to check the back door first.
Alrighty, so you guys take a walk around the side of the building. It's overgrown, just hanging vines and stuff. Just been left to time. And you go to the back of the house, and there is an old door on the back side of the house. Yeah, there's an old door on the back side of the house.
Well, I'm gonna check it. Do I need to look around at anything? Is there like just a door? Is there a small yard, garage?
There's a small yard, but it's just it's so overgrown, and there doesn't really seem to be anything of use. Like, there are some like gardening tools that have been left to time, but they're so rusted and old that they feel like they would probably just fall apart even just looking at them.
Well, it's like when I pay rent, it looks like I'm gonna have to mow my own lawn. All right, let's check the back door. Let me give it a little jiggle.
All right, you jiggle the handle, and it seems to give way.
After you.
Were you expecting the old abandoned house to be locked?
Well, like give way like it was unlocked. When you said give way, I thought the handle like crumbled in my hand.
Oh no! It's as in you can give it a full rotation. It doesn't feel locked. Yeah.
Well, let's open up. Before I do that, let me walk back to my truck. Let's imagine I grab my bat and my shotgun in case there's squatters in here. I ain't gonna mess with no squatters if they ain't gonna get out.
So you jiggle the handle, and you feel that it opens, and then you're just like, well, anybody can be in here, and then you just put it back, you walk back to the car, and you come back armed, and you open it again.
Just wanted to make sure you said that. Well, I meant to say that. Yeah, with this. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You got anything to defend yourself? None. I guess you got a shovel. All right. I guess we're good to go. I have my
my ball protection as well. My small derringer.
All right.
Good thing.
All right. I'll open the door.
Alrighty. So you open the door, and it's so dusty, like a sheen of just a cloud of dust like kicks up as soon as the door. Even if you're opening the door very slowly, it somehow manages to bring up the dust because that's how old this place is and how long it's been left to just its own devices. And what you see is just a long corridor with, you're coming from this entrance. So there are 3 doors on the right, 1, 2, 3. And then there are 2 doors. There's one door, and then there's a little bit of distance, and then there's another door. And then at the very end of the hallway is the front entrance. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, that's actually it. I almost read a different description for a different room. But, yeah, and then to your immediate left and your immediate right, is stairs that lead up, and to your immediate left is a door that looks like it's boarded up to all hell. Like, there's just, like, nails and stuff on it, and then there's a big lock with a big key on it. It doesn't look like... It looks like the last person who was here didn't want people to get into the basement. So the basement is kind of, like, locked to all hell, but then the rest of the house is there. And, like, the second you walk in, you feel like this kind of just... It just feels off. Like, you walked in here, and, like, when you were outside, you heard, like, you know, the ambiance of being outdoors. But even if the door is open behind you, the second you walked into the house, it's just quiet. Like, it doesn't sound like anything is going on inside of this house. And, like, it's almost like it eats any of the noise coming from the outside as well. Like, the house is just eerily silent now.
Well, it's a little spooky. But I would love to see the basement. That is a little bit why we're here, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I want no one sneaking up on me. I don't know if anyone's here. Hello?
Okay, you shout that, and you hear something scuttle upstairs. Like, it sounds like somebody just immediately stood up and just kind of, like, kind of ran to some side of a room upstairs.
Well, looks like... Hey, we got squatters in here. I'm the new tenant.
You don't hear any response.
I got me and one other guy here, and there are 5 guys outside. So we're gonna come upstairs. We're gonna just say hi, make sure we're gonna give you a chance to walk out of here, man. I know times get tough. I know what it's like. I'm going through a tough spot myself, but we're gonna come up. We're gonna make sure everything's all right. Show you out. It's gonna be okay, right, Harry?
I have my gun.
Harry's officially spooked.
All right, I mean, Harry, there's still daylight outside, right? It's like probably like 3 o'clock. Or something.
It's only like 3 o'clock, so it's still like pretty much daylight outside. But the house is very dark, like because all those curtains are drawn so they keep all the sunlight out. So it almost feels like it's the middle of the night, but it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right, well, what do you think, Harry? Let's go upstairs and make sure I want back's covered if you want. You want to get your creep on in the basement over there, get your kicks,
Well, I think, yes, we go upstairs first, see if there's a transient about, and then downstairs.
As I go upstairs, I'll open the curtains of the windows.
You do, but the windows are so full of grime that while it lets a little bit of light in, it's almost like it just makes it slightly eerier, because like it's just like this yellowy, dirty light that kind of comes in through the windows now, and it's just like but it sort of helps like light up the place. It's not like the house is pitch black or anything, but like it feels like it's just dark, but now it's slightly so you go up the stairs, and it's loud creaking, and you'll notice that a lot of the floors are just made of this old wood, and it's an old house, and it creaks a lot, but you go up the stairs. And now you're in the upper story. There are 3 windows along the side, and you've opened the most immediate one that's right next to you. There is a door immediately to your left that looks like it opens up to a smaller room. And then there's a long corridor, as it kind of mimics the same layout as the floor below it. There are 3 rooms to your left.
Are we able to discern where we think the noise is coming from?
It seemed like it was coming from, let me double check really quick. Boo, 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 boo. That room, so, the room that's actually, not the one that's immediate to your left, but the one that's right after it.
Well, Staniel, I think maybe you want to get rid of this man. We head there first.
All right, well, take my shotgun. I'll take it off my back. I'll hold my. Actually, I'm gonna hold a baseball bat in my hands. I'm a baseball bat. Hey, all right. You got one more chance, buddy. This is it.
One thing
you'll come on out
as you are yelling all this stuff, that you haven't heard any creaking of wood or anything since that first outburst. So that's a little strange and off-putting. Like. You'd think that maybe he'd shift his weight if he was hiding or something, and you'd hear something, but like you haven't heard literally anything, not even ambiance or like, the normal happenings of a house since you walked in, other than the sounds you've been making yourself. So You get up close to the door. It is still shut.
I warn you, he shoots first and teaches you about respect later.
Yep. Alright, last chance. You can walk out nice now, we're gonna come in, we're gonna show you out.
No, you hear no response.
I'll back up, I'm gonna nod over to Harry. You know, like stand in front of the door. I'm gonna stand to the side of the door. I'm gonna kick the door in, or is it pull the door out or kick it in? Which way does it look like it opens?
It actually does show you. Here, let me see. It opens outward towards you.
All right. I'll grab the handle, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it and stay behind the door, so the first thing they see is him with a gun. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And ready? All right, we're coming in. Ready? 1, 2. And I open the door. Don't say 3.
As you do, it kicks up a bunch of dust, like, because it's an old house, but not in a way that it blocks your vision or anything. It's an old house, and what you see inside this room is this room contains a bed frame, bare bed springs, and a dresser. Though unused, this room looks like just a normal bedroom. It doesn't look like there's no there's no closet in this bedroom or anything to really hide in. It's just like a bed frame and a cabinet and a window. There's a window next to the cabinet, and that's it.
Nothing open? Nothing like that?
No. The cabinet's been it's shut, but it's I keep saying cabinet. It's a dresser. So it's not like anything
like a
you can
wardrobe?
really hide in it. Yeah. But after a moment, you do hear some weird tapping on the window. Just a little.
We're on the second floor, aren't we?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Well,
maybe
no. Absolutely nothing.
Could be a tree outside. I mean, who knows? Turn my flashlight on. I'm gonna shine it in there.
You just through the window.
Well, like into the room.
Yeah. No, it's an empty room. But
None under the bed frame.
no. But Stanley, if you would like to roll a spot hidden, which is a thing you have.
Oh, Stan, you told me Stanley. Sorry,
I called you by
call me
your.
Stanley. Yeah, I know. And now I know spot hidden is an important one. Oops, I dropped that one. Doesn't count. So 20. Do I roll a second time?
Yeah, roll a second time because the base
spot
is
hidden's
25. Yeah, so as long as you get under 25, you'll do something.
28.
Okay, so that leads us to a really cool part of Call of Cthulhu that we could do, which is you can spend luck in order to make that a 25. So you'd have to spend 3 luck in order to make that a 25. Which I remember you have a lot of luck. Ty does not. Ty is really bad at luck.
Luck magic points?
No. There should be a section called luck.
Oh my gosh, I got 70 points. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3.
Yeah. So drop that down by 3, and you've made it a 25.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. Okay. From the window, you can hear. Only you can hear. So it sounds like just muffled yelling a little bit, like almost as if it's very much in the distance. You're like, but it sounds familiar. Like it sounds like something you may have heard before, but it's just so far away that you can't discern what it's saying.
I hear it by the window?
You hear it coming from the window.
Walk up to the window.
Alrighty. As you
Slowly.
get closer, you can hear it getting louder and louder, like it's still sounding very distant, but loud enough that you can start making out the words. And it says, hang on 1 second. Kowalski, what are you doing? Kowalski, pay attention to the road. Roll another spot hidden.
30 or 33, 30 and 0. So 30 total.
So you could spend that spend luck again to drop it more.
Let's blow it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Suddenly and very strangely, it's almost like it comes from nothing. You can hear a car engine roaring. Like it just sounds like, and it's coming from the bed frame to your left. Roll a dodge roll.
Dodge is not bad for me. Is that another percentage die?
Yeah. I believe it's half your dex unless if you have something in it.
So my total my total dex is 40. I just rolled a 30. So half my dex is 20, right?
Yeah. So you missed it.
Yeah.
So here's what happens.
And begin to roll for a new character.
Begin to roll. Does it have things for it? No. Okay. The bed just gets up and just shoots across the room and knocks you through the window.
Oh, bollocks!
Yeah. But don't worry. Well, it sounds very familiar as it does it. It sounds exactly like your truck from World War One, as it shoots you through the window. You just like this bed frame just kind of shoots across the room and just hits you, and you crash through this window. So as you do that, roll 1d6 really quick for damage because you got hit by a bed and thrown through a window.
1. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, you're used to damage. Like you can take a lot. But Harrison, after seeing a bed fucking launch itself across the room of its own accord, you have to roll for sanity. The way that works, how did that work again? There's like a thing about that. I believe you just have to roll underneath what your sanity is.
Okay.
I actually have my sheet. And this will be one of those ones that if you fail it, just roll. I'll tell you what happens.
I had to get hit under 70.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you still take 1 point of sanity damage, but it would have been worse if you failed it. Yeah, because there's no way you can see a bed and fly across the room and not take sanity damage for that. But you should. How much sanity do you have, just so I know what to play with?
You guys want to know how much sanity I have right now?
How much sanity do you have right now?
69.
Your friend just flew out of a window. So
Harrison is going to just shut the door.
Just fucking, yeah. So here's just separating it a little bit. As Kowalski or Stan is falling, it seems like he's not really falling outside of the house. If he was falling outside of the house, surely he would have crashed through a couple of that overgrown foliage and just hit the floor by now. But he seems to have been falling for a little bit longer than he should, and everything just seems dark, and it doesn't make any sense. And you just hear voices happening that are like, Kowalski, watch the road! Kowalski, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden an explosion sounds off, and you hear people screaming, and then when you land, you open your eyes, and suddenly you are in the room where you kind of started in, just in the middle of the hallway. So roll sanity damage, because fuck.
Is that a d6 or?
That's a percentage as well. You just have to get underneath whatever your sanity is.
Which isn't great. It's 50. 40. How about that? So 40
nice.
Something.
Okay, so you still take one one damage of sanity, but you don't. It's not going to kill you or anything.
Yeah, had a 50% chance to roll higher.
So you essentially wake up on the floor of the hallway downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm already running down to try to check the door and see if he's outside.
Oh yeah. No, so you have your back turned to him essentially.
Harry. I think I had one of those attacks again, Harry. I just started. They happen almost daily, so I'm all right. Just sometimes
the beds attack you daily. You don't even have a bed.
No, don't. What do you mean the bed?
This is why he doesn't.
No. That didn't happen. It was. I just remember what happened. Back then.
I pretty clearly saw a bed smash you out of a window.
I don't know what you saw. Harry, that's a little weird. All right, Harry. I didn't see no bed hit me. If you want to know, man, this is some psychological stuff here, Harry.
Well, I was upstairs, and now I walked downstairs. I did not pass you on the way, and you are now downstairs. How did that happen?
When these happen, Harry, I get the attacks. I wake up and I'm always somewhere else.
But I did not have an attack.
Yeah, Harrison.
I'm alright.
Harrison, if you look up, because you checked the back door, right?
Yeah.
If you look up, you'll notice the front door is slightly ajar.
Did you walk around? All right. Did you walk around the house? Do you remember? Do you remember getting in?
These things happen. Yeah, I don't remember too much.
He's
I'm
like
not too worried about it.
bleeding from glass. This happens.
All right. Well, I believe I saw the bed attack you. I don't want to go back in there.
We get the squatter out? Is he still here?
I don't think so. No. I don't think he's
the
been
front
here.
door's open. He must have left already.
All of a sudden, you hear, almost from the same place, it sounds like footsteps cautiously, like, getting up, and then kind of walking, and it sounds like it, like, you hear the door open, because, you know, the house is pretty small, you can hear what's going on upstairs. You hear a door open, more walking, another door opens, a door shuts, and then it sounds like somebody settles, but it's all happening upstairs.
Well, you're the one who flew out. Do you want to go back upstairs again, or head downstairs?
Well, I mean, if there's no squad upstairs now, I did some sneaking around back in the war, you know. So I think maybe this time, try and go quiet, like, because we know they're already pretty aggressive. You know what I mean?
Lead the way, absolutely. Because I'm not going first. No way.
I don't know why I'm gonna do this again, but Stan doesn't believe in ghosts, so he's going back upstairs.
I mean, maybe the squatter threw the bed at you and you just didn't see the squatter. I don't know.
He's gonna be quiet this time.
Of course, there's probably a perfectly logical explanation for everything that's happening in this house. Alright, so you guys are going back upstairs?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so you'll notice when you get upstairs... actually, you can roll a stealth check.
I do have... Yeah, it's one of the things I'm proficient in. So now I know what these numbers mean.
Yeah.
So do I want to roll higher than this number?
You want to
or
roll lower than the number.
Okay. So I gotta roll one more. 38.
Is that lower?
Yeah, I have a 40.
Oh, nice. Cool. Okay, so you stealthily go up the stairs, and, like,
the
loud
if I had to roll higher, I'm like, I failed already.
Yeah. The loud creaking that you remember the first time you went upstairs, you creaked a lot because you weren't really caring about it. You managed to soften your steps so that you're just... it still creaks a little bit, but probably not enough that anyone would actually notice. And when you get to the top of the stairs, you'll notice that there are footprints in the dust that lead from the room that you got attacked in to a room further down the hallway, to the room all the way at the end of the hallway, actually.
Alright, Harry, this time I open the door, alright? And he's already attacked me in my home.
I like you're calling this place already.
So this time, when I open the door, you have to defend yourself. You catch my drift over here?
Right. I've got about 2 bullets in this thing. So I can defend myself twice.
Well, I'd like you to defend yourself right away. Preemptively, if you know what I mean. So if you see a guy, give him a chance, alright?
Open the door.
Stealth over to the door, I'm gonna stealthily open it.
Ready? Yeah, no need to roll again. So, you open the room. Let me make sure I'm reading the right one. Yep. Okay. What you see is an ordinary bedroom with a double bed, bookshelf, and window view. Apparently, the room is the room of Vittorio and Gabriella. Those are the two, the Marcarios that used to live here. Mm-hmm. This is their room, and it looks like it still has their furniture. More crosses and many candles are here, and a rosary and breviary rest on the table beside the bed. So it's basically just like the candles aren't lit. It's just, it's you can see that this room used to be where the most recent owners used to sleep. And if you remember correctly, those people they went crazy, and their kids had to be they now live with their aunt. So slightly ominous that you're seeing remnants of their past, because that's spooky. If anybody would like to roll a spot hidden.
Nice.
I mean, we could both do it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but
That was-
most importantly, there is no squatter in this room.
Yeah.
Or there could be, but maybe he's hiding under the bed or there's a closet. But like you don't see one immediately.
I got 23.
Is that under?
Yep, mine's 25, so I don't have nothing extra on there.
Alrighty.
Not.
You don't necessarily notice a squatter or any movement in the room. However, you do notice something is kind of shining. Like it looks like there's something metallic sitting on the nightstand next to the bed. Oh, I forgot that you're now wary of beds.
Yeah.
I was just like, why are they hesitating?
As you move, the bed from the other room runs you over.
Hey, Harry. Harry, I see something over there. I don't know what it is, but I don't know why it caught my eye.
Alright, well, I'll guard you. Go get it if you want.
Look around. No squatters, huh?
No squatters. Not immediately. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
You did a spot hit and you succeeded, so no, there's no squatters in this room.
I'm gonna fall for this trap, and I'm gonna try and reach over and grab it real quick and run back to the door.
Alrighty. You grab a key, and you run back to the door, and absolutely nothing happens to you.
I thought I was gonna have another attack there a little bit, you know, Harry. Hey, I found a key. What do you think?
Well, the basement. Perhaps we can get that. That was unlocked. Correct? There was a lock in the basement?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as
are
you-
you asking me?
As long as you don't think there's no guys up here or nothing, I don't want someone. The door, we go in the basement. They come and they lock the door again.
Well, we have the key, so...
Well, it doesn't mean they don't have another lock. I mean,
That's
is
true.
there
Yeah,
boarded up?
to refresh your memory, it was like kind of like a weird padlock on the door. It wasn't like a. It wasn't like the door had a lock on
Oh,
it. Yeah.
right. Well, let's do a house. Worst case scenario, we break the door down, buy a new one.
You offering to buy me a door if we break this down? I come back here to sleep. You can buy me a new
Worst
door?
case, I will buy you one new door for the basement. It's a housewarming gift, really, if I need to.
All right, let's go check it out. Let's get your spook on, and then we'll leave, and then
I saw a
get the
moving bed.
exterminators. There's apparently some bugs up here, or some that are loud. It's not like there was a person walking around up here. It's probably some cucarachas. I learned that in Mexico during the war.
During the war.
Vacation.
World War One. The Mexican front.
Some of us should have done some sort of World War I research ahead of time.
Spanish, but I'm like, I don't know if the cucaracha is Spanish at all. Like, if that's just a Spanish word, or if it's a word for cockroaches from Spain, or if it's a Mexican word. It worked in the language anyway, yeah.